around in, and you could go down to the stream at the bottom, well, river, and you could just play around in there for hours and hours and hours. Take what sandwiches that you were allowed during the war, and it was brilliant. Those are the happy events. The other happy events, of course, is that when we got married and we wanted to have a house, of course they were doing all this building up in the Rodborough area, and certainly on Daniel's Fields across above Irenoid there, and it just seemed an ideal place to go and live, because you had the common at the background, you had, well, literally on your doorstep, the common, you had wonderful views out across towards the Severn, and it's just a great place to bring children up. And it was within walking, because you had to walk down, walking distance of Stroud. It was very, very easy for me to commute to school when I was teaching, and it was very, very easy to go to the rugby ground and either watch or when I was playing. That was great. And it was very easy because you had the county cricket down at Irenoid, and you watched all these wonderful batsmen. Why they allowed building on that, I shall never know, but you could go and spend a happy weekend there watching all these England cricketers and foreign cricketers playing wonderful cricket. And then of course I was playing down there myself at one time.
Nobody's talked about the cricket down there. Tell me about one of your favourite matches or favourite memories of the, and a description of the ground perhaps.
Well, the ground had a nice bank, so people could, from the road as the road is now, where you've got those horrible fir trees, the ground was just spread all out down across there. Stroud Hockey Club used to play there, because I used to play hockey sometimes in the winter for them, and it was, most of the local cricket finals were played there if they were not played at on the Stroud ground, so that was a very good experience. But you saw people like George Emmett, who were absolutely fabulous cricketers, beautifully smooth, like Graveney and Wells and all these sort of people down there. So it was just wonderful. Most teams didn't like coming there because it used to be a spinner's wicket, and Gloucestershire used to have a wealth of spinners, and I think tried to get certain teams down there so they knew they could have a good chance of winning.
Thanks for that. Now you're such a strong and avid walker that the next question is going to be difficult for you. Your favourite walk around the palace?
Well, yeah, that is difficult because there are so many. Strangely enough, I think it's the one that we even enjoy doing there, because with leaving the house here, you can do about 3 miles or 3.5 miles. When you've just got an hour to spare, just go from here straight up through the butts onto the common, and then either take the bottom road along and go up, or go straight up, go up around the top where they built the Hyde Estate, and then back along the top, and then either come down by the allotments, through the allotments, by the lovely big chestnut trees which is still alive. That's one of our favourites now, but there are others. I mean, there's a wealth of walking around here, an absolute wealth of walking. The canal is particularly good, but of course you walk out of the parish if you go too far along the canal. But you can go along and cut up by Hammill, and you're back in very, very quickly. And of course, speaking about the canal, I mean, that's where I used to learn to swim. Well, I learned to swim. A lot of people did, because the Stroud Swimming Club originally, now I didn't know it then, was in where the lock is at Wallbridge. They used to swim up to the railway bridge, the first arch sort of going over, and then back. But my father used to take my sister and myself down to the canal and just basically throw us in the lock and scramble out. And you gradually got the idea of it's best if you didn't wait for him to come in sometimes and get you out. No, that was really good fun. The other thing, of course, is that the SDC, Stroud District Council, that's where they used to park all their lorries and all their, not junk, but their tools and what have you. So you would walk if you think about where Waitrose is now, if you walk down opposite from Waitrose, that's all that part, and even part of the Waitrose was the SDC property.
Okay.
And I can remember they used to have these wonderful barrels of tar outside, and it was my sister, myself, and other friends when we were kids used to just nick little bits of this tar and chew it. Now don't ask me why.
Oh,
but we did.
I've heard about people chewing. Yeah, my dad used to talk about chewing tar. I've forgotten that.
No idea why, but the barrels were there. We didn't think we were stealing it because in the hot weather it used to just spill over and what have you. But that was all there. The bridge sadly disappeared, because that was a lovely old bridge there going over the canal. And it was a great place to enter in the winter, because, of course, in those days everything used to freeze over, so you could go down there and skate and play to your heart's content on there without you getting in too much danger.
Well, Tony, you've covered all of the questions with brilliant recall. You carry on with anything else you want to say?
Well, because we moved over to Rodborough then, and well, above Lightpill, but still Rodborough, and because you developed a garden, and with very little cash coming in, one started gardening, and you sort of get hooked on digging and growing. It's the exercise. And when we moved into this present house in Coronation Road, I saw the chap who used to originally run the allotments. He lived in Bath Road, and he got me a plot. And so when I was about 30, I started my first plot up in the allotments. Loved it. I think it's one of the most magnificent spots in the county up there, because you can stand there on a day almost like today, sun shining, buzzards are above, sparrowhawk will go across now and again. I've been up there and seen young cuckoos, not recently, because they seem to be disappearing fast. All the wildlife that you'd want to see, and you can stand there, no one bothering you, perfect quiet, gather all your thoughts of that, and then you can look out, and you've almost got a 270 degree viewpoint, and it's absolutely fabulous, I think. And so over the period of time that I've been living in this house, I've had one allotment of about 2 lugs, I think it was, that one, the first one. Then I gave that up because of the family and what have you. Then I went back about 20 years ago and started again. Took another allotment on, developed that, let that one go, and took another one on and developed that and let that one go. And now I'm on my last 2, but I'm still developing another patch. And I suppose I should go and do it till I'm 80 or 85, or can't do anything about it. But I think Rodborough is a special place because you're perched upon a hill. You've got glorious views, as you can see looking out of the window there. You're within striding distance of Stroud and all the